Kwara State is located in the north-central part of Nigeria and is commonly referred to as the Middle Belt State. Created in 1967, Kwara shares boundary with Benin Republic at the west and Niger River at the north. Under the administration of His Excellency Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed, the state has been transformed into a modern hub for visitors and locals. In health, Governor Abdul Fattah seems to have the Midas touch, reaching out to the less privileged and setting up world-class facilities at the hospitals within the state, especially at the Harmony Advanced Diagnostic Center in Ilorin, the state capital. His contribution to education is unparalleled, as he showed with the construction of the College of Engineering and Technology complex inside the Kwara State University. Governor Abdul Fattah also ensured the construction of housing estates in the state capital for indigenes of the state. The State Commissioner for Works sheds more light on this.
One of the cardinal programs of this administration is to construct and build first-class road network across the state to foster socio-economic development, enhance productivity of our people, and to improve the general well-being, general welfare of the residents of the state. And to achieve this policy, the state government, under the leadership of Dr. Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, put certain policy framework in place so that this noble objective could be achieved. First and foremost, I want to put it on record that all inherited road projects and infrastructure facilities relating to roads were completed and new ones were initiated. One of the road facility that was completed under this scheme was Oko Bridge in Orago. We have completed Ado-Alere, Sanishewu, Ojagboro road network. We have completed Henry George Mini Campus Queen School Road project. We have completed Agboba road network project, all in Ilorin West. Currently, we are intervening on Kulene Sango URTH Okese road, but not only intervention, not mere intervention, we are dualizing that road. Then we have another big project we are doing on Federal Road Facility, and that's our Gidanimi Speed Diamond Interchange, popularly known as Gidanimi Underpass. If you've been there, you will see what we are trying to do. The road itself, when completed, to change the outlook, the entrance outlook of the city. That's aesthetic value. It's going to add aesthetic value to the city. And before we resolve to do underpass, we carry out our survey with a consultant, and we notice that Ilorin Township is growing geometrically, and our governor, being a futuristic person, decided to provide infrastructure so that it can accommodate this future growth and future expansion of the city. And if you view our roads very well, they are all strategic. All our roads are strategic roads that can add direct value and impact to socio-economic development of the state. And let me add this. Just last week, exactly last week ago, the Senate Committee on Works, led by former Governor of Kano State, distinguished Senator Kabdu Gaya, came to the city, or came to town, and inspected all these facilities I've just outlined. They visited Gidanimi Underpass, they visited Kulende, they visited Makemodu, which is federal government sponsored road project. We wanted to do that last year, but later we are informed that it has been awarded by federal government. That's why we stepped that down. Otherwise, we could have also started or comments on that one too. And if you view it critically, you will see that they are all strategic. Recently, the governor commissioned 10 luxury buses for township or mass transit program, mainly to ameliorate the problems and sufferings of the downtrodden people. And we have a terminus. The terminus is a yard facing the post office. That's the terminus. So these are masses-oriented programs that the governor has done in the area of transportation sector. And in addition to that, we have supported through our SME individuals, road transport associations to acquire good vehicles so that our people will be comfortable riding these vehicles. I want you to know that Kwara State has what we call Road Maintenance Agency, KWAMA. The Road Maintenance Agency sole responsibility is to ensure that there are no potholes on our roads, all the damaged portions on our roads are properly addressed and maintained so that these facilities can last long. And in addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, that our governor is a financial engineer, and that's why we are able to maintain these contractors on site. He was able to purchase asphalt plants. So the asphalt plants enable us to maintain and repair all these damaged roads. It's a cost-reducing measure, and the quality of the asphalt produced by us is being determined by our own operators. The time and when to produce is our own prerogative. Unlike before that, we have to pay and a queue for some days or weeks before we can get asphalt. So I believe that with all these measures put in place, our roads from now on will be properly maintained so that it can last longer. To summarize it all, is a good leader that anybody who is hardworking would like to work with. It's a humanist par excellence. He believes that no Kwaran should go to bed without food. He wants every Kwaran to wake up in the morning with a smiling face. And I know that with these good intentions, God will continue to crown all his efforts. And I know that Kwara will appreciate him more and better when he ends his tenure as the governor of Kwara State.
Kwara State DG for Hospitals Management Bureau also explains more about the governor's landmark in the area of health in the state.
Yes, I think for you to really appreciate what achievements we've made or what strides we have made under the administration of Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed, you really need to see what the baseline was at the time when we took over. Under my watch, we have 45 cottage and general hospitals that are government owned and subsidized, obviously, to be able to be affordable for all the citizens and residents of Kwara State. Now, having said that, the Ministry of Health that is charged with the responsibility of managing the health sector used to be all under one roof. And that made it a bit difficult for us to get through to patients' needs, and it became very cumbersome for them. So under the administration of the present governor, the Ministry of Health was then broadly divided into 3 sections so that we can then achieve a lot more than we were achieving and be able to address in detail the things that the ministry proper could not address before. So under the Ministry of Health now, we have the Ministry of Health proper that is charged with accomplishing and implementing capital projects, and also for implementation of new rules, regulations, and things like that. So being the Director General of the Kwara State Hospital Management Bureau, we have made a lot of strides under his administration, because my governor is really very particular about the healthcare sector, because they say health is wealth. You know, if you have a healthy society, it's more than likely that you will have a productive society. And so that is what his emphasis is on. And so within the Hospital Management Bureau, we also have a referral system where, you know, we look at patients, we address their needs, and if their prognosis dictates that they move to tertiary care, which would be a bigger general hospital, then we have a referral system where, you know, the hospitals call each other, they send an ambulance, they transfer the patient, and we make it almost seamless so that there's continued care for our patients. Aside from that, there are also many other interventions that the governor has put in place. We have the dialysis center, like you said, you saw it, to address the needs of patients with renal failure, you know, so that we can continue to take care of them, whether they can afford it or they are indigent. And what we need to also note, most importantly, that our hospitals are designed to give patients hope, to give the residents of Kwara State hope, and an alternative to going to a private healthcare setting where, you know, we all understand that they're for-profit business and they seem to charge more. So our operations are premised on affordability without compromising care. So that's basically what His Excellency has been able to achieve. We're able to provide healthcare services at reduced rates without compromising the quality of what we deliver. And, you know, most importantly, when you have a governor who has a listening ear and is always ready to help, it makes your job a lot easier for you. I mean, all the achievements we've made could never have been done without his support. So he is somebody who supports you as long as he sees that it benefits his people.
Like several other states in Nigeria, Kwara also places special focus on payment of taxes by the people. This, they believe, will help the state move further from where it is presently.
With the building of petroleum resources in Nigeria generally, the Kwara State Governor, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Fattah Ahmed, is one of the very proactive governors in Nigeria who took the bull by the horn and took steps to diversify its economy by bringing into law the Tax Administrative Law of 2015. With the law in place, IGR agency was the tax agency, that's the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service, was birthed, and it took over from the defunct Board of Internal Revenue Service. It's a long process that started in 2015 with the appointment of the chairman, Dr. Muritala Awodun, who went out to make up his own team of 7 directors in October 2015. At that point, we sat down and we began to see what to do to revolutionize IGR collection in Kwara State. Prior to then, if you look at the data of what we have, as at 2015, we closed 2015, that is the defunct BIR that we took over from, closed 2015 with about 600 million monthly collection. We brought total collection in 2015 to 7 million. That is where we started from. So, of course, coming on board, we had to come up with a new set of staff, and we crafted a vision for ourselves to mobilize revenue for the strategic development of Kwara State. Before now, IGR was just a collection process. There was no kind of vision or target in view. But with us, we set a target, and one good thing that worked for us is the goodwill of the executive governor that made it very easy and seamless. And so we took off operation in 2016 January. And for the first month in 2016 January, coming from an IGR of about 600 monthly, in January we hit the target of 1 billion for the very first month. And from January, I won't want to give you the figures, I can give them to you later on. By the end of 2016, which was our first year of operation as a Kwara State Internal Revenue Service, we closed the year with over 17 billion. Never in the history of Kwara State.
With the developments going on in Kwara State, every citizen and indigene of Kwara would be proud to return home and call the state theirs. Actually, truly, Governor Abdul Fattah is working. Kwara State is moving forward.